now let's just take a quick look at some of the stocks that I have talked about. Okay, so I would just start with some of the things that I have been following, and then they actually did but some of them are still low, so I will just go through those things quickly, okay, that I had held in my portfolio, and some of them I sold, some of them I still hold, but I'm not going to tell in this video which one I'm holding and which one I don't hold. I will just go give a general overview of some of these stocks. Okay, so let's start. Okay, and yeah, let's start. I think I have some, let's say this big is it not showing up? Okay, so yeah, see, big is a Hercules silver. Okay, that I follow. Okay, I have been following it for a long time. Okay, so what you see, it was like trends, like it was 5 cents. Okay, it was 5 cents in July. It used to be Hercules silver, then they changed their name to Hercules metals, and I started following it in early days, so I have traded up and like back and forth, but yeah, that's the thing, impatience. Sometimes you need to be very patient to take full advantage of the movement. So like people who, let's say if it was 5 cent, and people who say okay, I will become 100%, sell it and forget it. So what will happen? They sold, they forgot about it, and now from what is it doing? It is still much higher even after going through all these corrections. From let's say 6 cents, it went up to $1.62, back to 50 cents, and then it's going back up again 79. So these are like big movements that people with technical knowledge, or even if somebody doesn't have technical knowledge, with just a general strategy of having this what's it called, regular investing, like on regular interval, is also give you a decent average price, instead of just putting all like money at once. Okay, so if you divide it into chunks and then keep buying at regular intervals, then the average price is usually lower, which is one strategy that people do. So instead of tracking the peak and bottom, they will buy at regular interval. Okay, so that's one strategy. I mean, yeah, I'm not talking strategy separately, but that's one of them. So and let's say if you think that let's say if you done a research on the company and you find that it's a good one, then just keep it. Even if you're trading it, buy back and keep the positions, take the profit. If like, but let's say if you don't have much technical knowledge, well, that's hard to because I'm not giving any advice, okay, because everybody is responsible for their trading decisions. But then all just a lot of things, even, I mean, it's not just a stock. Even if you see any cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the top trading digital asset, I would say. Even that has so much fluctuation, and it's say, as I was watching Michael Saylor's recent video about his keynote speech, and he was saying that this volatility is actually not a curse, it actually is a blessing. It's a blessing in the sense that, if let's say he was talking about Bitcoin, but I would say just apply to general like trading. So let's say he was just talking about Bitcoin, that if Bitcoin wasn't volatile, if it stayed in a stable range, then a generalist investor or poor person would not have an opportunity to buy it. Okay, so what he was suggesting, if it was like trading at it was like very less volatile, or low, it had low volatility, then all the cryptos and all those stocks that have low volatility are being they got eaten by, they got bought by big investors, billionaires like Warren Buffett. Okay, so and then so in his sense, and that was quite insightful. A video I watched, Michael Saylor's video, which I would post one day, maybe here. But because this channel is more people like to talk about watch gold related videos. Anyway, I just like to get knowledge wherever it is coming from. It's not a big deal, but yeah. So anyway, so whatever I say, I would say so volatility is a blessing. So it's volatile, it went up and went down. It's just not this is stock, there are many other. So it's an opportunity to buy at these prices, because it's most likely going to go back up to this price when the market is, when the silver, if it goes higher and higher. Okay. Okay, so that's one. Next is, I would say, Santa Cruz Silver Mining Limited. I had this stock. Yeah, when it was in this 40 cents range, and it was like a range bound in this area, and then it suddenly shot from this point. It's like late December, so it was like 29 cents. I'm not going to talk about the whole price history, but yeah, say if you go back, I mean, let's just see that. Okay, so this is the old chart. Let's just go back to this 10 years. Okay, or maybe just this area. So like 2020, it was like 10 cents, 8 cent, 10 cents range, and then it was just trading. It went to 60 cents and then stayed, went back to like 19 cents, 20 cents range, and now you see it's $2 range. So this is a good silver producer. I will talk about it in another video, but it produces a lot of silver. So it's trading. It's like kind of outperformed other silver stocks that I know. Okay, from 30 cents to $2 range. Okay, so it's like from last year December. It's not even a year yet. Okay, and how high it will go? It could go, because it's a gold producer. It's continuously producing, but of course there might be a correction. So I would say anytime it goes through a correction, it will be the great buying opportunity. Okay, so and looking at this pattern here, you see this like a wick here. So it might go through a correction, and any correction from this point will be a buying opportunity. And how much will it correct? Usually what happens, let's say if this is the peak. Okay, let's say if this is the peak, and here it is like 30 to $2 range. How much correction will it go through? Okay, so that's another point. Usually it's very common for the stocks to go through 30% or sometimes 50% correction, but I don't know if maybe it will not, because if the silver is strong, it may not even go to 50%. Okay, so I'm just sharing my thoughts. So how much correction it will go through, I cannot tell, but yeah, any dip will be a buying opportunity. Okay, okay, let's just move to another one, which I have talked about before. It's Orex Mineral. Yeah, I posted several videos before, and I have posted a recent video about this 10 silver mining stocks, junior silver mining stocks, and Orex Mineral was one of those stocks. So Orex was consolidated somewhere, I don't know, I think maybe few months ago or last year. So yeah, it was consolidated. Okay, so post consolidation, low price was 11 cents, okay, the bottom. So from 11 cents bottom, it has doubled. Okay, it has doubled from that point, and the peak in May, was it 2024? Yeah, the peak was 45 cents. Just in 2024, the peak was 45 uh, 45 um, 45 cents. So I would say in the long term, still there is a room to grow. And let's see in 2020 how much was it. In 2020 it went to $3 post consolidation. Of course, I think it went through 10 to 1. Okay, so it was like 30, close to 30 cent then, and then from yeah, it was 10 times move from that in 2020 bull market. So we can expect something like this. Okay, yeah, we have to keep watching. And I am not just worried about day to day like 1 cent 2 cent movement. I'm looking at big picture. Okay, not just few half cent 1 cent movement, big picture. Okay, keep the big picture in mind. What is your goal? Okay, taking 1 cent profit, sell it, and then regret it? No, I don't want to do that. I want to take big profits. And what happens suddenly if it suddenly goes, like, let's say I'm expecting like 100% gain, or let's say it goes suddenly goes to 100% from this point, so then it will be a great opportunity to take some profits. Okay, and take some profit, and then keep some keep long term position as well. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about another one. Equity metals, very volatile. Okay, Equity Metals Corporation is also a nice. I should do, instead of doing this, I will just go back to. Okay, let's go back to this 2020. We'll just see from 2020 prices. So yeah, this one, Equity Metal, I'll have to do research why it still hasn't gone up. It used to be one of my favorite stocks for trading, because so volatile. So I have traded this stock a lot. Okay, but it's a good one. For long term position, GR Silver Mine, that's also one of the good ones, one of the stocks that I had. March 2020, it was 9 cent, 9.5 cents, and it went to 95 10 times again. And now we are at this, I feel like we are at the similar kind of point where it could go like this. So yeah, not any advice, not any financial advice, just my opinion how it could go. Okay, and I'm not stating that if I have it or not. Okay, so just thing which is in my list, I'm just sharing it. Okay, and then another stock is Silverstorm Mining. Yeah, so in 2020 it went from 3 cents to 65, so it's like 20 times return. And during this like last year, is the bottom December. The bottom price in December was 20. What was that? 75. Yeah, 7.5 cents, and then it's 23 cents. So like 200%, close to 200% gain. Silverstorm Mining. And if somebody thinks that okay, it will stop here, look at the previous pattern. Okay, and most of the time it repeats. The assets, there's like they follow this pattern, and their patterns repeat. Okay, so yeah, just do the research before investing. Do all the research that if it is a worth, is a good, that if this is stock, Silverstorm Mining or other stocks that I mentioned, are worth investing or not. Okay, research their management, assets, and price pattern. You cannot blame the stocks that if it crashed from 65 cents to 10 cents. So it was not the only stocks, the whole sector, silver mining sector was like this. Even the best companies lost their value, okay, by 60%, more than 50%, okay, I would say in general. So and then of course junior explorers were more, like had more, went through bigger losses. So that's the thing that happens. But then when it goes to bottom, it's a buying opportunity. Now this another one is Brixton Metal Corporation. Brixton Metal, again I'm seeing this all the same chart patterns. Okay, so from 8 cents it went to 50 cents during 2020 bull run, and then during 2020 again it went from 11 cents bottom to 31 cents, and then again it kept going down until it was 5 cents, and now from 5 cents from 5 cents since January, okay, it went to 13 cents. It didn't hit like triple, but it's like more than doubled, peaked, and then again. So you see this pattern is up and then go crashing back down, up and crashing back down. So what does the pattern, what does the chart say? It went up and then it went down, it went up and then it went down. And if you draw a straight line, it feels like it's like, it's like it feels like it might have stabilized, yeah. So or maybe it will take a little bit longer to get stabilized, but yeah, this looks like a like a buying point to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, next we look at Decade Resources. Okay, Decade Resources in 2020 bull market, it went from 5 cents to 5 cents to 68 cents. And then market was bad. If low market cap stock, junior, okay, explorer went through this huge market correction, huge corrections. I think maybe it was not doing, I have to go through their news, so maybe not actively doing exploration work during that period. So it is still, it is still in the rock bottom prices. Is currently is just very low, 2 cents, 3 cents range. So I'm just watching it if it's going to recover from this point. So it will be a late it's like in the waiting room for its run to start. And then we have another one, which is Honey Badger Silver. I have talked about it several times, made several videos about it in my discussions about silver mining stock. So it's like 5.5 cent. It used to be 5.5 cents in my May 2020 market, during the 2020 bull market, and it has gone through a big phases of corrections, and then the peak price, it went to $1, and now we are seeing this thing again from 5 cents. It went to 21 cents and back to 10 cents. So it's like it's making higher highs and higher lows from since 2024. So yeah, so what is to be noticed that so it's making higher high and higher lows. So in the long run, of course, is going to go higher. But if you want to buy it, is that a buying opportunity or not? Well, I feel like by looking at the pattern, I feel like it might not come back to these low. It looks quite strong here. I'm not seeing any like, but the way it looks like, it feels like making this this cup and handle pattern in this time span. So it may not just go back to these lows or closer to these lows. Okay, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, next is Bayhorse Silver. Okay, I mean, this is strange. This Bayhorse Silver is like has a fully functional mine, but yet it still is trading at such a low, ridiculously low prices. That's quite ridiculous for a silver producer to be trading like this. It should have gone higher, I would say, but yeah, it is still in this range. During 2020 market, bull market, it went from, it had a big big spikes in price and then crashed back to its lows. So from 4 it went to 23 cent, 4 times gain, and then it went back to 8 cents, 8.5 cents, then 26 cents. So huge price movements, and now it went to as so low, ridiculously low in July, like 1 cent. Unbelievable. Okay, but yeah, so somebody who bought earlier, okay, panic selling never gives, is not a good thing. Okay, if you can hold it and if you know the company is good, it's better to hold it. And if you have if let's say if you have money, if you have funds, average down when it goes like this, because you can see from this pattern here, from 1 cent, when it crashed to 1 cent, it went back up to 10 cent. So for those who bought at 1 cent, their money, like short term gain, if they knew the technical analysis, is like 10 times. Okay, and then so it's like this stock is a huge, I think it's very volatile, so it's good for I don't know, holding for long term. I don't know, if not, it's maybe not a good idea, I would say, unless you have your purchase price is really low. So that's why I would say that having a knowledge of technical analysis, but sometimes also technical analysis doesn't work if if you're not paying attention. You cannot benefit from that. Okay, so but this is, I'm seeing this like a very long term pattern. It's from 2023. So it went to 1 cent in October 2023, and then yeah. So currently what is it doing is trading in the 4 cent range. Okay, so as an investor, when you see a company, just check their news releases, their reports, read about the company, their do the research, and then make your decisions. Okay, another one that I have is Rio Silver. Okay, so oh no, this is one. Okay, Rio Silver okay, has also a good flagship asset, which you can check in my videos. Okay, decent videos. If you want to know about the assets here, Rio Silver's asset, check my videos. Okay, so from, it used to be 5 cent. It was 5 cent in 2020, went to 56 cents. Now back to this range. Okay, yeah, it's like This like is late to the, it's quite a bit late, but it says the its market cap is where is it, where do I see the market cap? It has very low market cap. Okay, so so means that with silver, you know, I think it's waiting for silver to hit $50, that resistance, break resistance, because $40 silver maybe not exciting for this junior like explorers, but but it looks to be in an uptrend, you know. So 5 cents, okay, yeah, like say 5 cents, it was 5 cents in like bottom, it hit its bottom, recent bottom in March, and was trading in the 5 cent range. Like you say, it's a weekly chart, so it's the same week. It was like it traded between 5 and 10 cent range. Okay, and then it has recovered from that like 5 cent range, currently at 17 cents. So it was in the 5 cent range for a brief period, and then has stayed like above this 7-8 cent price most of the time. Okay, since November, since last year. So it looks to me that it is also in uptrend. Okay, so here is my recap of all, not all, the some of the stocks that I'm seeing here in my list, and there are more which I'll share at a later time, but that's for now. And hope whatever I have said today has offered a value to you. If you like my video, share it and subscribe to my channel.